Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Calvin Theater. Pleasure to have all of you here this evening. We're going to get the show started in just a few minutes. We just wanted to let you know some upcoming comedy shows. We are very fortunate to have Jimmy Fallon, who will be live in concert here on Saturday, April 18th. NBC late night show host. This new show just started this past week. It's a great show. Over Saturday Night Live cast. He will be here Saturday, April 18th. There's a lot of other great comedy coming in here as well. Louis Black will be here on Saturday, April 4th. We're going to bring in Paula Poundstone again. She'll be performing here for Calvin on Friday, December 4th. Josh Bloom will be back on Saturday, November 14th. Kathleen Madigan, Saturday, September 19th. And a bunch of other great comedy coming into the Valley. Also, we're announcing tonight a new comedy night at the Basement. We're going to be doing it monthly. The Basement is right across from the Iron Horse. And that starts tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. There's no cover charge. There's going to be some great local comedians, and that will be hosted by Louis Falsett. So we appreciate you coming into the Calvin tonight. And we look forward to a great show. Louis will be up in just a few minutes. Thanks very much.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Northampton Calvin Theater. Before we begin, a few rules. Please no flash photography for the first 14 minutes of the show. And then after the first 14 minutes, you may take flash photographs for 14 minutes. And then please don't take any flash photographs for 14 after that minutes. And then you can do it more. Take photographs for 14 minutes. Due to fire laws, we strictly enforce the following rules. No one is allowed inside of the theater. If you see anyone in the theater, please ask them to leave. If you're in the theater, please don't stay inside. April 19th, Cher will be here for 3 shows. The first show is at 2 p.m. Second show is at 2:15 p.m. And the third show is at 2:16 p.m. Tonight, the Calvin Theater is sort of proud to present a very offensive man who's people pay to see him when we use the money. He's David Louis Seeger, and he's on television. Also, before... I'm sorry, I can't do the thing for you. I'm going to be out in a minute. I just wanted to bring out your opening acts is a good friend of mine, one of my favorite comedians working today. One of my 4,800 comedians that I really like. No, it's really great. Very glad to bring him here. He's going to be hilarious, and you'll find out that it doesn't help if I tell you he's funny for you guys to enjoy his act. But he really is. I asked him what he wanted me to say, and he wouldn't tell me anything, so
that's why I'm stumbling through this, and that's his fault. You understand? He's one really hilarious. Just look, the only reason I'm introducing him is so you know that I brought him. He's not some local piece of shit comic. He's here with me. Please show him all of your respect and your warmth and your gratitude because he's done a lot for this country. Please welcome Mr. Ted Alexandro.
Thank you, everybody. One more hand for Louis C.K. and that fine introduction. Thanks, guys. Thank you for coming out. This is exciting. This is my first time in Northampton, Massachusetts. It sucks? Okay. I suspected as much, but thank you for confirming it. That's bad. I wonder. It is nice to be with you guys tonight. I had some exciting news. In Godfather, my brother and his wife had a baby boy. They asked me to be the Godfather. I did not realize during the ceremony you have to renew your baptismal vows in front of the whole congregation. So what they do is they call you up on the altar and they start firing questions at you. Do you reject Satan? I do. And all of his works? I'm not familiar with all his works. But I'm not a fan. You ever been in church, preachers preaching, choirs singing? You look up at the crucifix and you think, man, Jesus had great abs. He's cut, right? Could have had his own workout video, like abs of a Savior, body of Christ, cross him. Because that's what you want in a Savior. You want to be in shape. Because have you seen Buddha? Sloppy. Oh, a few crunches, boo. Just clean it up. And switch it. The Last Supper should not last forever, big fella. Sensible lunch, shake for dinner. One time, and it was only once, I got a blowjob from a girl wearing a What Would Jesus Do bracelet. True. Talk about a Good Friday. Luckily, she was good. That would have been awkward if I had to correct her. Jesus with his left teeth. Jesus would work the balls. Jesus would work the balls. I have no way of knowing that. That is a question for Bible scholars and perhaps priests. Alright, so it's offensive. We're okay with Jesus teabagging it. Just leave Father Flower the fuck out of here. Well, welcome. Settle in. Barack, I'm excited, man. I love his whole family, his wife Michelle, his daughters Rudy and Vanessa. That little Rudy is liable to say anything. I'll tell you what. I just hope that little fat kid Peter shows up because he was hilarious. People forget about him. Not only is Barack Obama our first black president, but it is the end of white presidents forever. Because you know what they say. That's what I hear. I'm okay. Barack Hussein Obama. Some people were nervous about his middle name. They said maybe it's like a terrorist name or some such nonsense. Which is ridiculous because one of America's most influential and respected judges has the last name Abdul, Paula Abdul. Bit of a double standard if you ask me. But nobody thought it was possible. Think back like a year ago, 2 years ago, nobody thought it was possible for America to elect a half-black man president of the United States. But he believed. He believed. Something inside him told him it was possible. And I call that his half-white side. Sometimes it's an uncomfortable laugh, but a laugh nonetheless. I think his mother is actually the forgotten hero, Barack Obama's mother. Think about the unlikelihood of a white woman in 1960s Kansas getting impregnated by a black Kenyan guy and keeping the baby. I mean, picture a phone call to her girlfriend. It's like, Sheila, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, what is it? I'm just gonna get right to it. I'm pregnant. Oh my God. Whose is it? Timothy's? No. Jonathan's? I wish. Some other white name? You remember that Kenyan guy, Barack? I thought he just fingered you. No, you fucked. You're not gonna keep it, are you? Yeah, I am. I have a feeling he's gonna be president someday. President? You can't even vote. Thank you. Yes. Let's all take a moment to realize that I didn't write the end of that joke. History did. George W. Bush finally out of office after 8 years. His approval rating was down to like friends and family. Better than Cheney, though, because it's family, right? Shot his friend in the face. By accident. I don't buy that, man. Come on, if you shoot somebody by accident, you probably catch them in like the pinky toe or the shin. If somebody shoots you in the face, they meant to shoot you in the face. They had exit interviews with Bush and Cheney where they asked them if they had any regrets, anything they would have done differently. Bush expressed a few. Cheney said no, he would have done everything exactly the same. I wonder how that made the guy that he shot in the face feel. Oh, really? You wouldn't do anything differently? This is me whistling. Still nothing going on. George W. Bush is loved in parts of America and hated throughout the rest of the world. It's like the exact opposite of David Hasselhoff. What do you think? A woman president someday? You think we'll have a woman president? I think it'd be a good thing. Not just for the financial savings, because a woman makes 75 cents on the dollar, but also because it would just be fun. Like, instead of declaring war, I think a woman would declare like a silent treatment. Right? Like, everyone, we are not talking to her right. No. They know what they did. If you see them, do not talk to them. Pass it on. Pass it on. I'm still pissed I can't get something. That reminds me to get Korea online too. Yes, that is a little hidden joke for some. War is difficult, though. War is difficult because we send people over that we care about, people that we love. Which is why I think we should ban abortion and then raise those babies as our military. Right? Nobody gives a shit about them. We'll send them over. 20 years later, when they get the telegram, remember that abortion warrant? Done. I realize that joke's not for everyone. Just think of it like the specials. You don't have to order the specials, but you do have to hear them. Chilean sea bass? No, thank you. I'll take the burger. I'm trying to eat healthy, man. You know, trying to stay in shape, going to the gym. A lot of big guys at the gym. It gets a little intimidating. You see the big gym. I overheard a conversation with these two huge gym guys. One of them was like, you know, I'm the type of guy that you can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Your choice. I was like, you can also be somebody I just don't fucking talk to. Your choice. It's like big pigeons just walking around. They ask each other what part of the body they're working on. What are you working on today? Back and buzz. What are you working on? Ass and head. I had no idea. First time I went there, like, what are you working on today? I was like, childhood issues? Is there a machine for that? They always want to give you a spot, too. Guys will give you a spot as you're working out. I think the intention is to be helpful, but sometimes they just get aggressive. They start yelling at you, hovering over you, like, all you. I'm struggling, like, some you. It's too heavy. A little bit me, mostly you. I like watching the old guys work out at the gym. They never really use the equipment for what it's supposed to be for. It'll be like a bicep machine. They're like doing their head in there. I'm guessing that's what he's doing. I'm not gonna tell. I keep it simple, man. These huge guys, you see them with like diaries or journals. I don't know what they write in there. They kind of document whatever they're doing. Like, dear diary, I feel like a huge weight has been lifted 15 times. I'm fucking huge. P.S. My acne and mood swings are clearing up. Love me. I'll do like cardiovascular exercise, you know, maybe jump rope a little bit. Sometimes if they don't have the rope there, I just do the jumping motion. And there was this old guy in the Stairmaster, he was like, why don't you use a real rope? I was like, why don't you climb real stairs? Why doesn't she run a real bike? This whole place is a sham. Why do you gotta sing Leanne? Yeah, man. I'm tired of her lying to us, you know, she's full of shit. First it was the James Fry memoir, A Million Little Pieces. You hear about that one? It's supposed to be a non-fiction memoir, turns out it's fake. Now, more recently, I don't know if you heard about this Holocaust love story. This one broke my heart. Boy and girl, like 5 years old, in a concentration camp in Nazi Germany. The boy was in the camp. The girl would throw an apple over the fence every day to help keep him alive. They split for like 40, 50 years, met up in New York City on a blind date like 50 years later. He's telling her the story. This little girl would throw an apple over the fence every day to keep him alive. The girl's like, oh my God, I was that girl, that was me. Turns out the whole thing's bullshit. The Holocaust never happened. And I have had it with Oprah fucking Winfrey. Enough is enough, man. Everything she endorses is fake. And I'm worried because she endorsed Barack. It turns out he's not really half white. I am going to be pissed. Guys, thank you so much for voting out the Northampton, Western Massachusetts, north of Hartford, sort of near University of Massachusetts. Bunch of faggot hippies. How you doing today? Smelly, hot smoking, sleepy. Left wing if you knew what the fuck you were talking about. Just trying to dig a hole. I want to make a challenge for myself. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. I mean, everybody here, not everybody. Well, you know, you say everybody. That's not. I mean, all of you. That would be more appropriate. Thank you for coming, all of you. Everybody means that's not. Most people are not here. A pretty huge majority, I would say. Massive majority. Most people are not here. Most people are in China right now. That's not even true. Most people are dead. That's true. I mean, most people, that includes all the dead people. And there are way more dead people. I mean, way more. Way more. Everybody's dead now. They are. They're all dead. Hitler, Ray Charles, bunch of other people. Mostly those two guys. Interesting about Ray Charles and Hitler, they're both dead, and that's the only thing that really brings them together. Finally. That's what all those years. Just because otherwise they're very different dudes. They are. They're very contrasting individuals, Hitler and Ray Charles. Let's go through some of the differences between Hitler and Ray Charles. Ray Charles was black.
Hitler was not. Ray Charles played the piano. Hitler might have, but not nearly. He might have even played exactly as well as Ray Charles, but he didn't make a career of it. So that's a big contrast. Hitler killed several Jews. Too many. I'll say too many. I'll editorialize it. Too many Jews. Ray Charles hardly killed any Jews at all. I would say he killed so few Jews that he probably holds the world's record for the least Jews ever killed by him. I mean, he shares that record with many people. There are a huge amount of people tied for first in the contest of how few Jews anyone's ever killed. We all killed that one Jew, but most people haven't already killed any other ones. And another interesting thing about dead people is that they keep being dead. And you know, the thing is, you're dead that's what you're gonna do is be dead. You're alive for a very short amount of time, then you're dead forever, for as long as there's any time. Isn't that crazy? You're alive maybe 80 years. Your life is nothing. Your death is like your biggest contribution. Your life is like a larva stage to what you mostly really are, which is just a dead person that didn't die yet. I don't really know how to start shows. I don't know what to talk about in the beginning. I have a really hard time starting shows because it's the first thing you say when you feel stupid, you know? Because it's kind of fake to start talking. It is, because there's no real reason for me to talk to you. There isn't. I have to make a reason to start talking because nothing comes up. I don't know you. You don't even know each other. You're sitting in the same direction. That's the only thing you have in common with each other. And so there's no reason I gotta make stuff up. It's like talking to a girl at a bar. You see a woman that you're attracted to sitting at a bar and you start talking to her, you're gonna be an asshole. You're gonna say something stupid. Because there's nothing you can say to her that's real except I want to fuck your face. That's the only thing you can say that you can actually mean. Anything else is dishonest. You don't know. Hey, I want to fuck your face. You just talk and see if it leads to that. Because of that, I've never really talked to girls at bars. I never went up to a woman and started talking to her. Because I just don't know what that first thing is. So I was bad at being single. Now I'm bad at it again because I'm divorced. So I'm single with a wreckage of a history. Like, it's even worse. I'm an old single guy with a fucked up past. It's the worst kind of single, really. I mean, it's the single part that bothers me. Being divorced is awesome. It really is. And I know that's weird. Like, people say to you, when you get divorced, people go, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Don't say that to somebody who's divorced, please. Let me just, if I can take one thing away from here. If someone tells you, hey, how you doing? And they go, well, I got divorced. I'm going, It's rude. It actually is. Because, first of all, you're making them feel guilty for loving fucking being divorced. You're making them feel like somebody died and they're like, oh, fuck, I forgot to be sad. And also, by the way, if it is sad that they're divorced, how are you helping by making fucking noises? Is that really what you want when you're depressed about, that's making me feel really good. That's really helping your stupid face making those stupid noises. But here's the important part to understand. Divorce is never bad news. I know that's counterintuitive, but a divorce is never bad news. Let me explain why. Because no good marriage ends in divorce. Do you understand? No good, happy marriage ends in a divorce. That would be sad. if two people were happy in a marriage, everything was great, and then they got divorced. Wouldn't that be sad? But that has happened 0 times. Literally 0. If a marriage breaks up, it's because it was shit. It was a shit. And when a marriage sucks, it fucking sucks. Okay? When a marriage sucks, it's not like a movie. You're like, yeah, it wasn't my favorite. No, it was awful for fucking years. It's not just like, yeah, that marriage was okay, but it wasn't really that into it. So if somebody got divorced, it means something bad ended. Every single time. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. It doesn't sound weird to me, but I don't know. I just don't want people to keep telling me they're sorry. But being single at 41 after 9 years of marriage is not like it's not like, woo! That noise doesn't apply. That usual single people noise. Woo! That fucking noise. That's really our national anthem. That really is. Woo! That's what we do. That's why I hate watching the Olympics, because all the other countries, they've got a tear in their eye and they're playing, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Some theme and the athletes crying, and when it's like, woo! Woo! Being single at 41 is not woo. It's like having a bunch of money in the currency of a country that doesn't exist anymore. Like, I've got 400 million Prussian francs. Like that Chinese money they wrap shit with at the Chinese store. And it says like 6 trillion zen. That's what it's worth. It's not, it's like, you know, because I didn't keep this shit up. Do you understand? I did not maintain this shit at like presentation condition. I didn't expect to need it that way. I thought I was going to be, I didn't think I was going to be single ever again. I didn't think I would ever be single. So you don't keep shit up that you don't need. You understand? I thought I had a low level of need for this. I thought I was going to be shoving it into the same person every 3 months until one of us died. That's what I thought was going to be the nature of the deployment. And all of a sudden it needs to be like enticing to a total stranger from scratch. Someone's supposed to want this shit that I didn't even fucking dust, let alone clean. Or fix or maintain. It's like having a 72 Dodge Dart in your backyard. And it's just sitting. You don't have any plans for that fucking thing. It's not like it's a Mustang that you're like, someday. It's a Dart. It's sitting back there. The person who buys the house from you is going to throw it out, not you. It's just sitting there. And then one day you find out that that's your way to work. You need that Dodge Dart every day. And you're like, oh, shit. It's got bees in it. I didn't take care of it. It's full of bees. I have no skills as a single person. I don't know how to. You need certain things to be single to really. You need optimism. You need to look at someone and go, hey, maybe if I meet them, something nice will happen. You need to be stupid. You really do. Because I'm too old for optimism. I've seen all the shit that happens. And I see a cute girl and I'm like, oh, fuck, look at her. She's awesome. Fucking nightmare. No. I'm a different person than when I was single. I went to a health club the other day, which for what? I'm just wearing shorts. I'm not doing anything. I'm just walking around in shorts. And there's a girl with blonde hair with a ponytail, and she's on this thing. And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, gosh, she's beautiful. And then the next thought is, what the fuck is she doing on that thing? You're not going anywhere. Get off the fucking thing. What are you, an idiot? Like, that's not a good mindset for a single man trying to pick up chicks. Go outside and run. I just can't, I don't like anybody anymore, you know? I don't like sexy people. I don't like them. I want to fuck their faces, but I don't like them. Like, I was watching Girls Gone Wild. I'm trying to jerk off to Girls Gone Wild. I'm trying to let that be the first step of getting back into the young people's single world. Jerk off to Girls Gone Wild. See, that makes me feel part of that community, you know? And I paid for it. I'm not even the commercials on Comedy Central. I bought that shit. I paid. And I'm trying to jerk off to it, and I'm just getting mad at all the people like, get the fuck back to school, you irresponsible bitches. Where are you going? Wipe the oil off your tits and study. There's 2 wars and a depression happening in this fucking country. Mud wrestling, we're a nation in fucking crisis. That doesn't really help you. You see things differently after a while. Like, I used to just be a walking boner, and I would just see a girl at a bar, a hot girl at a bar, a hot girl at a bar with a little skirt, and she's dressed as the hot girl. She said to herself, I'm gonna be hot tonight at that bar. And she put the shit on, and is standing there, and I used to see that and go, oh my God, wow. If ever I could ever, she's so mysterious. What if I could ever be worthy? Is there a way that she would notice me? Now I look at her and she's like, what the fuck is that a person? I don't understand that. Is that identity? Who the fuck would want to be that? What a painfully nothing person that is to me. Hey, what do? People want to fuck me. That's it. That's a weird way to live your life. Drunk in the shoes. And then her counterpart, the man, the boy, the young guy going out to get laid, that dude. Usually groups, it's not one. The girls one, the guys are fucking 9 of them. All walking down the street together. One bar together, all going out to get laid dudes. You know those dudes, they all got the same stripy button-up, getting laid shirt on. Hair wet from the shower, and they're all fucking walking. Yeah! Where you get pussy? Who's gonna fuck all 9 of you? What is that fantasy? What do you meet 9 women walking the same way and you're just gonna... You're just gonna all walk into a giant vagina somewhere and dude, this is awesome in here. Girls and the it's a weird scene. I was on a train once, on a commuter train, and I saw this girl with a little skirt, and she's standing waiting for the next stop. And all these men got up to stand near her. And they all stood, all these businessmen, all different kinds of men. And they looked like birds to me all of a sudden. She's like standing there like this. And they're all like... they're just staring at her ass. Weird. Guys have the least control over the way they act. Young guys, they just fucking... They're just ticky and they're trying to... It's like all their penis skin was grafted onto their whole body. But when other guys, they do that whole guys being with guys thing. I saw this guy outside of a club once and he was had it to ratchet it up so high. I was sitting at a red light looking at this guy in front of the club and he's like... I was like, doesn't that hurt? That can't be a real person. Who is that? You? At 4 in the morning, when this guy gets up to pee in his dark apartment, he's the only. Is he standing there peeing like? And he kept doing that gesture guys like to do, where he goes like. It's that little tug. Little quick one. What if there was a guy who, whenever he does this, he has to finish? Some guy works at your job. You see him like, hey man, did you see, did Mike come in yet? Yeah, like he's ever on time. He's always late, man. Feels really real to me. It's a weird feeling too. It's a weird thing for, I don't know what it's like for women, but when a guy comes, that second afterwards, it's always really strange. It's like reality comes rushing back in. Because you progressively, to whatever led to the orgasm, you just push it away. No, it's okay, it's okay. Just fuck it. It's to the point where you're like, and then you come and you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, this is awful. Oh, goddamn. What the fuck? What am I gonna do? You're like the Incredible Hulk coming back down from the beast, you know, like after face is still a little green. Like clothes are ripped and there's a dead guy. Leave town again, I guess. Take back and hit the highway. I love that show so much, The Hulk. I really did. They can't make the movies work because The Hulk needs to be a TV show. Because it's so crazy, the idea that there's this green guy that ruins a lot of stuff in a town and then leaves. And there's this one weird reporter following him around. That's it. That's all who gives a shit. If he did it once in one town, it would be the whole news. It would just be everything. But like every week this dude would fuck shit up. He went to a NASCAR race and threw cars around. That would be like what happened in the whole decade. It would be Katrina, 9/11, and that green dude throwing cars around the NASCAR race. But why am I talking about the Hulk? Check out. So anyway. I like this place. I did this last year. I like this theater. One thing I enjoy about what I do is I get to play a lot of different places. I was in New Jersey and I did a show at it was the auditorium of a technical high school. And I forgot that existed, technical high school. Not a trade school, a technical high school. Technical high school. That's where dreams are narrowed down. That's because we tell young people you can be anything. You could be want. You're an American. But then we take certain kids at early fucking 14 years old, and we tell them, you can be 8 things. You can really choose from 8 things. And if I read more, what? No, we already know you won't. No spark is going to happen in your head. You're sure, get to work right now, okay? You can fix any air conditioner that we borrowed from a failed business and will be out of date by the time you get out of school. That's fucking harsh. No more reading in history. It doesn't matter to us that you don't know what happened in America before. It doesn't matter. With you, it really doesn't fucking matter. We're just gonna shut down huge sectors of your brain. You'll never be a poet or even appreciate poetry. Jesus, you're in 8th grade. 16. Fuck it. No, man, it ain't worth our time to see if maybe you'll. You have to go ahead and start focusing on that shit. I fixed cars when I was a youngster. I got out of high school and I didn't go to college, and all my friends did.
Yeah.
And when you go west, she said, yeah. I'm not sure why that was.
College.
Was it because I didn't go to college or because my friends did? Because you said it after I said my friends all went.
Yeah, because they went to college.
Because they went to college?
Yeah.
Really? There's something kind of mean about that. Isn't there? Mean?
Sorry.
I didn't go to college. No, my friends did though. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Friends. Went to college. It's a good thing. You didn't. You let your mom keep her money that she earned. You go ahead and did that, faggot. Why didn't you take your mom's money and smoke pot with it? I had a total chip on my shoulder about college. Because I didn't go. My mother put 3 girls through college, and she raised her by herself. She didn't have any money, and Reagan was president, so he didn't give a shit about her mom. Even when he wrote her letters, I don't give a shit about you. Ugly daughters and your fat son. So when I got out of high school, it was my turn. I knew I couldn't go because I was a shitty student, and I couldn't waste your money. It just would have been so obnoxious to go to fail through school with my mother's fucking money. So I didn't go, and I fixed cars, and all my friends went, yeah! I'm so mad at her right now.
Sorry.
That's coming into you. You just got to college or something. You're excited, right? I understand.
I'm in my 4th year.
What's that?
4th year.
It's your 4th year, but you still say yeah to whoever's doing the same sort of general thing? Wow. Must be awesome. Must be really enjoying it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because I saw a thing about a kid playing basketball, and he was gonna. I realized I caught myself in a racist moment, is what it was, because young black kid, high school, great basketball player, and he's going right to the pros, and everybody was saying, well, he should be going to college. And I remember thinking, that's a shame. He's just going to go to he's going to go to basketball, and if it doesn't work out, he's fucked. Like, you didn't go to college, you fat white asshole. Why the fuck would that apply? Oh yeah, he's just gonna fucking break his knee and pick up a gun and do crack. That's just, there's no other way it could possibly work out. What a shame. Oh God, this has really gone off the rails. I gotta do a show now. People pay money in this shit economy and I'm jacking off up here. Yeah, I fix cars. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Here's the worst part, is like, I feel like she's trying to make me feel like shit. I'm trying to act like I'm better than you because I fix cars. That's really what it is. If I'm really honest with myself, I'm really like proud that I fix cars. Like that makes me like working class, and that makes me cool. But no, it doesn't, because I fixed cars for a month and got fired. That's a fact. And then I became a comedian and borrowed money from my mom. Until I got good at it. She paid my fucking rent. So I'm just a piece of shit. But, don't tell anybody, because nobody really knows that about me. I'm really stupid is the point of this. I'm trying to say that I am stupid. Because it actually, here's the thing, I did fix cars, I did get fired because I was too stupid to fix cars. You have to be smart to fix cars. This you can do stupid. Because it doesn't matter that I'm stupid. If you fix cars and you're stupid, people die. And that's what, like, I fix a guy's brakes and the guy comes up behind me, my boss goes, a person would fucking die, do you understand? The car wouldn't stop and he would hit a baby, you fucking asshole. I'm stupid, I am, and I'm just stupid enough to know how dumb I am. That's the worst part. I wish I was a little stupider, I wouldn't care. But I'm just smart enough to know that I'm an idiot, and it bothers me. I have stupid thoughts that seem to come out of a different part of my head. You ever have those? They sound like a different person in your head. Like the other day I just have these thoughts and I just go, duh. And then the rest of me goes, what are you, fucking idiot? And that's my thought process. Stupidity followed by self-hatred and then further analysis. That's not a really efficient system. That's like you get a company, you go, let's get some dumb people first. They do everything first, and then everybody else fixes it. That's what it's like in my head. Like one time I'm in New York City, this was a fleeting thing, but I saw a guy walking his dog. And he had a cell phone, he's talking on the phone, and he has a dog, and he's got a coffee. That's why he's got a coffee, cell phone, and here's the leash from the phone hand to the dog. This is what I see. And in my head, I totally go, oh, he's got like a dog phone. Like that thought inhabited me, totally sincerely. Not like, oh, that you can figure it was like a dog was kind of funny. No, like, dog phone, cool, they have dog phones. And then after like 60 seconds, I go, why the fuck would that exist? Why would they have dog phones? Idiots! Just think for 1 second before you fucking bother yourself with that thought, please. Don't actually bring that to the table, for fuck's sake. One time I had this string of dumb thoughts, and I don't remember where I was, like what city, but I was in front of the hotel, that's all I know. Standing in front of the hotel, which is usually where I am around 4:30 in the afternoon, depending on what time of year. Because I've been inside the hotel all day, just with the jacking off on the ice cream, just non-stop, horrible fucking, do not disturb, I called up, don't ever call up here. Just turn my phone off. Fucking ice cream and chicken, like first chicken wings, and then the ice cream to cool it down. And then I feel worse, so I just jack off and pass out. And I wake up with 3 kinds of shame glaze covering my body. Cycle through that all day. I see that it's getting a little dark, and I'm like, I gotta stand outside before it's dark. That's the only reason I'm out there. I gotta be outdoors before the daylight's over, or else they're gonna find me like this. This is gonna be how the story ends. So I just stand there, like I'm like a mental patient in a bathrobe. And I'm looking at people in their crispy clothes and their rosy cheeks, and I'm just fucking depressed. Everybody looks better than me. Everybody. Fucking bum on the street. I'm like, look at the energy that dude has. He's a go-getter. And then I see this couple. They were this beautiful couple. That's the thought in my head. Beautiful couple. A beautiful woman. And a beautiful man. I'll say he was beautiful. I got no problem saying that was a beautiful man. I'll suck his dick too. I don't need your permission. I'm not intimidated by that shit. I'll suck a dick. I don't care. I haven't done it, but I will. I don't care. Who knows? I'm 41. Maybe I'll do the second half gay. I don't know. It remains an option. There has to be something to it. Those folks are enjoying that shit, clearly. They have parades. They have parades. A parade of people united by how they have sex. There's no parades for how I get laid. We don't have parades. They have whole parades of people that blow each other and fuck each other in the ass and push their vaginas together, whatever that thing is. It would just be St. Patrick's Day. It just wouldn't be happening. No holiday day. It's just fucking love. Let's have a fucking parade. This shit is awesome. Dude, let's fucking get floats. And also, gay people have a hard life in every other facet of their life. They put up with a lot in order to be gay. They get beat up in school, and then they have to fight for their rights as adults. And they go, I'm gay. It must be amazing to get fucked in the ass by a man. That's not fun. That must be so good. To put up with the rest of the bullshit you have to put up with. That's such an ignorant thing to say. Anyway, I'm looking at this couple. Beautiful woman, beautiful man, walking on the other side of the street, and I see that they have a child, but I can't see their child because it's like a dumpster or something. I don't know what it was, but I just see a little head bobbing up and down. And next to them, and I'm curious what their kid looks like because they're very good looking, and maybe I want to fuck their kid. I don't know. I'm just saying a terrible thing because it makes me laugh and it might upset you. That's the only reason I say that. It's kind of like, it makes me laugh inside and it might get upset. Clearly, I don't have a fucking kid. Listen, maybe a dead kid. Who are you hurting? He's dead. Who are you hurting? I'm not saying I would kill a kid and fuck him. I'm just saying I saw a dead kid in the field somewhere. What's that? What if it was a mist? What if it was a mist? Oh, you mean when I fucked the kid, if it was misty? You're splitting hairs. But that kind of chill goes right to your bone, you know? but not fuck a dead child. Let me be clear. I know it's wrong to fuck a dead child. I know that's wrong. I know the difference between right and wrong. That's supposed to be the measure of a good person, right? Is if you know the difference between right and wrong. Actually, I don't think it's enough. I think you also have to care about the difference. It's an extra step. Like, there are things that I know are right to do and wrong to do, but some of them I don't care. Even though I don't. Like, I think you should recycle. It's such an easy way to just maintain things. And I don't do it, ever. Because I don't give a shit that I should. I don't think you should eat meat. I actually think it's morally wrong to eat meat. I think it's murder. But I eat meat all the time. Because it doesn't matter to me that it's wrong. Like, I think, here's the thing. Most people think you should eat meat, and it's okay to eat meat, and they think so because they like it. That's really the reason. Because if you really examine it, how are you not doing a wrong thing? Okay, you're murdering, and then cooking and eating a cow. So you have to, in order for that to be morally okay, then it has to be okay to do anything to a cow. Because you can't do anything worse than murdering and cooking and eating anybody. So if you can do that, then there's nothing. You couldn't possibly do a wrong thing to a cow. You could just rape a cow. If you can eat meat, you can rape a cow. Just rape it in a mall. I mean, honestly though, to bother the cow, you gotta really. The cow doesn't give a shit. The cow had the vet's arm in her pussy for like that. They don't give a shit. He's back there swimming. Yeah, this is a cow being raped right there. But what about an animal like a baby pig? What about a 2-day-old pig that you just fucking rape it? If that's wrong, then don't fucking eat it when it's 5. Where's the line? Is it okay to rape a baby gorilla that knows sign language? I think I can assume that you all agree that it's not cool to rape a baby gorilla that knows sign language. So, slippery slope is all I'm saying. So I'm looking at the couple across the street. And I'm waiting to see what their child looks like. And they come across the street, and then I see, and it's not a child. It's a little old Chinese lady. That's where I go, walking next to me. Tiny little Chinese lady. And here's my thought. Here's exactly what I thought. I thought, oh, that's what their child is. Not like, oh, that's not with the person with them, that's a separate. I'm like, they gave birth to a very old, small Chinese lady. That's interesting, now I know. I had to tell myself that people that couldn't happen. And then I was looking at the little Chinese lady, and she fascinated me. Little tiny, just walking, and I just wanted to know her thoughts. That's what was burning in me. I was staring at her. What the fuck? What is she thinking right now? I have no idea. I have no way of knowing. And my brain told me, of course, that she's just thinking, ching, chang, ching. That's how I thought it. That I would think Chinese gibberish that I made up is in her actually Chinese mind. That's what her thoughts are. Ching, chong, ching, chang, no way of knowing what she was thinking. What are her thoughts? Black people steal. I'm saying she couldn't. Fucking she said, don't blame me. You start with stereotypes, you know? see a little Irishman. You just think he's saying, Irish whiskey, I like whiskey. I was in England, and I thought, to me, the stereotype before I went to England was that all English people are like, they fucking are. I hate it. Pink-faced, miserable cunts, all of them, I swear to God. Just. They're too white, that's the problem. They are the original white people, and they're still white, and it's gross. They're just like, the buttery face with fucking veins showing in their ears. And like, don't fuck a brown person, please. No one should be that white. Improve your race. Mix in a little, motherfuckers. I remember I was hanging out with a friend of mine. I went to go to see a friend of mine, and I saw these two English guys came out of this brick building that's really it might have been 10 Downing Street. I don't know where I was, but it was a very just austere place. And these two Englishmen got out, stripy suits, and their red fucking cheeks, and they walked by me like this, and the older one, the young guy looked like Tony Blair, that's the only English person I know. And the guy behind him was just really, and he walked, and as he walked past me, he fucking farted. On me. And it was on force. He was like, Jesus. And then they got into a Bentley. Swear to God. They got into a green Bentley and drove off, and I was standing there like, what the fuck? You just farted on me. How did you know I was American that you wanted to fart on me? And I was telling my English friend, and I was really mad, and he goes, no, you mistook the whole thing. This is the thing. He goes, they were getting in a Bentley, and the old guy he didn't want to fart in the Bentley. He's pushing it out. He's being courteous to his friend. And I was like, different countries, different. But I like the England because of the money. The money is a pound and it's a coin. Here we have a dollar bill. They have a coin. It's thick, and you throw it on the counter. It feels cool. It feels like the Old West. Coming off the dusty trail. You go to the saloon with your horse. Throw your rope vaguely at a pole. You go in the saloon, give me a beer, a bottle of whiskey, room for a week, and a steak dinner, and a shave, and a haircut, and some new clothes, and some oats from a horse. And you just go, ping! Just one heavy coin. You're fine. Nobody adds up all that shit that you mentioned. Check the coin to see if it was the proper denomination. The guy just keeps drawing the glass. It just cost money then. It was very vague. Oh, hey, how much is that? Money. Coin. In England, in the old English movies, it was a sack of coins, a little pouch with a drawstring, throw it over by some faggy lord with a ruffled shirt. Throw it disdainfully down from his carriage to some dirty commoner who's going to do something beneath his station. Follow the girl and meet me back here at midnight. I'm going to shove it out of his sack. Find two reliable men such as yourself. There's ought to be sufficient. Thank you, sir. So happy to get a general amount of some currency of some kind. Give me a second, because I'm not enough to Those are weird times, I guess. And now we live in this whole other age. We have all this shit now. really amazing how shit has changed. You know, and the whole thing with the economy going into shitter. You know, here's the thing to me, is, first of all, a lot of people are in denial on it. There's still, if you go to Best Buy, there's still people buying fucking huge televisions. And they look like they're buying with nothing, they got no fucking money. And they're buying a big TV because they're like, oh man, it's depression, we can't have one of those. We already have one, it was all black and white pictures, I'm in color, it's not gonna happen to me. I can't have a depression. There's a lot of signs that we're still okay, I think. There's a lot of shit we can lose and still not even be like Canada. Like, we're still like the fattest people in the world. We still put giant tires on a truck and have it run over 9 brand new trucks. Is that really like a nation in crisis? But even if, like, whenever, I don't know, I think it's a good thing in a way that it's all fucked forever now, because where was it all really going? First of all, doesn't it bother anybody that you can't afford anything that you have? Like, your house costs way fucking more than you have, and even your cars, like, I could never fucking own my car. Not in a million years. And all of a sudden it's like, you mean now I can only buy things with the money I make at work? How the fuck am I supposed to do that? But you have to buy that shit because it just does this pressure to just have all this shit. And it just makes people miserable. I mean, we keep having new things, and it just makes people unhappy because they hate them. They just fucking hate their new thing. It used to be you worked at a button factory, and the whistle blew, and you went out with a little bit of money, and you bought a fucking onion and some bread for your kid. Like, that's what life was like. And if you put a penny in a jar every fucking day, you could buy 1 wooden horse for your kid. Now, we buy the Christmas presents fucking right away before we buy any food. We just get the fucking exploding robot that goes in your asshole. Just get it now. And then we buy it and go, fuck, this thing sucks! We don't need any of this shit. We really don't. And none of it makes anybody happy. We have amazing shit, and nobody's happy. I mean, you don't understand how shit has changed in a short amount of time. When I was 16, it was 1983, and nothing that we have now existed. Literally, that's how fast it's changed. There was no fucking computers. There was 1 computer in the whole country. It was a big brick building, and it counted to 4. That was about it. There was a dude in a lab coat helping us. And nobody had their own phone. It was just, the phone was the phone. You called it the phone. Who's on the phone? You had to ask somebody, can I use the phone? And to use the phone, you had to go in, the phone was in a room. There was a room that the phone lived in. You had to walk in there. And it sat on a fucking table, and you had to pick it up and you had to dial it. You had to stick your finger in this dial, and you had to dial and go, and wait for the shit to go back. You actually hated people with zeros in their numbers. Like, it pissed you off. Oh shit, this guy's got a 0 and 2 9s. I bet you don't want to talk to that piece of shit. I'm not gonna stand there with an asshole. Fuck it. And if you called somebody and they weren't home, the phone would just ring. And just lonely, with a dog looking at it in their house. And it would ring until you gave up. You had a certain amount, like, well, they're going through the hall now, guys. Fuck it, she's dead or something. And you gave up, and that person would never know. You wouldn't even think, she doesn't even know I called. That didn't even occur to you. Just that person's out somewhere in their car. They have no fucking idea who's calling them. Now, back then when you went to the bank too, you had to go in the bank. You had to go into a bank. You had to open the door, go inside. Now you look inside the bank, you're like, what are those fucking people doing in there? Why are they standing outside? Money's out here. That's a huge difference people don't think about. In the early 80s, you couldn't get money, you couldn't just get money. You had to go write yourself a check and decide how much do I need? I can't get all my money. How much fun am I planning to have? Like, you can't do anything you didn't plan to do while you were at the fucking bank. You had to figure it all out, right? I gotta go shop all this shit. Okay, and that's it. I'm hemmed into that fucking day right there. Because then you would, later, if you did extra shit, you would go, fuck, I don't have any money now. I gotta just go home and eat what's in the fridge. Like, I can't do any more shit. You realize what a huge difference it is? Now it's just like, and you just have this thing now. It's amazing. Now we have these phones, and it's the most amazing thing that's ever happened is these fucking phones, and it's wasted on this piece of shit generation of fucking assholes that have no idea what it takes for that shit to work in your hands. Nobody in the world is looking at their phone going, oh my God. Not a single person. I've never seen somebody with it going, wow, look at this shit. Wow, I can see the thing. It's amazing. Every single one of us is going, fucking thing. It's fucking slow. How is this coming up? It's not good. It's really long. Give it a second, would you? Could you give it it's going to space. Can you give it a second to get back from space? Is the speed of light too slow for you? You non-contributing piece of shit. You product sponge cunt. Can you just fucking wait? Can you give a second for the picture of Axl Rose to get into your fucking phone? Like it mattered anyway? Like you needed it that fucking fast? You just wanted it because you're a fat baby. Right now! Why? Does your career or life... No, I just fucking want to look at it. Now! It's taking too long. My phone sucks. No, it doesn't! It's amazing! The shittiest cell phone in the world is a fucking miracle! Why the fuck are you happy? When did you send me that text? If I sent it to you a month ago, it's amazing whenever you get it. Anytime you get it. Anytime. And your chosen fucking font. It's amazing. I hate Verizon. Well, make your own then. You go make one. Start your own network. See how close you get to perfect. It's as good as it fucking is. Why do you expect it to be perfect? That's what every one of us, we think it's in the fucking Constitution that we always have cell service. We get mad like people are fucking with us. Fucking bullshit. Why would it, you have any idea what's involved in that shit? The beautiful genius that is going on. There's billions of messages flying around the earth every second, trying desperately to get to their one fucking phone that they belong to. Why the fuck would that not be slow for a second now and again? Who the fucking owes you a perfect day? You fucking Hitler of your phone? Who owes you that? It's as good as they have it. I was on a plane the other day, and I wanted to murder all the people on the plane. Because it was just a plane full of bitches. It was just a plane full of bitchy little fucking bitches. This fat bitch guy next to me. Just keep making these fucking noises of fat, discontented. The guy goes, we're going to be sitting on the ground for a while. Oh. Last time I had to sit on the runway for 40 minutes. That's a story in America worth telling. That you had to sit on the runway for a while. That's a real hardship. They have fucking stories on the news about how people had to sit on the runway. We had to sit for 40, like they were in a fucking cattle car in Poland. That's how they make it sound. We had to sit on the runway. That's the kind of problems we have in America. We have white people problems. That's what we have. White people problems. You know what that is? That's where your life is awesome, so you just make shit up to be upset about. In other countries, they have real problems, like, oh shit, they're cutting off all our heads today. Things like that. Here we make shit up to be upset about, like, how come I have to choose English on the ATM machine? That's bullshit. Shouldn't have to do that. That's the kind of shit we have time for. Yeah, we have debates. No, it's right. I don't do it. Liberals are making the bank fucking put any fucking Chinese on there. The bank's doing it because they want Chinese money because there's fucking more of it, you fucking idiot. Why would they turn away Chinese people's money? Call American Airlines, I got a Pakistani with it. It's ridiculous. Only people near my fat white body should have jobs. Somebody as far away as working is fucking bullshit. I never understood that. I don't root for a person near me to work more than a person far away. I don't understand that idea. He lives closer to me. He's American. I want him to work. That's a fucking lady in Pakistan. She's far away. She sucks. I hate her. She's working. I don't like getting her though when I call American Airlines. I'll tell you honestly. I don't like getting a Pakistani lady. I'll fucking say it to you. You know why? It's not because she doesn't speak English. She speaks way better than I do. Way better than anybody I've ever met in my entire life. It's because I know she doesn't give a shit about me. There's just no way she has real sympathy for me and my itinerary quirks in my fat white life. She doesn't give a fuck. She's in Islamabad and I'm calling her, hey, I have a problem, the layover in Dallas like 2 hours. Isn't it earlier? She's like, really? I haven't had a clean glass of water in 10 years. 2 of my kids died this morning. I still came to work, you fat shit. I'm hitting your fat over the phone. You're gonna hang up and kill yourself. It'll sort itself out after that. You just sit in the runway for 40 minutes. Oh my God. Really? What happened after that? Did you fly through the air like a fucking bird? Did you soar into the clouds impossibly? You're flying! Fuck you, you're fucking flying! Look out the window! It's crazy! You're sitting in a chair in the sky! You're like a Greek myth! It doesn't go back very far. Everybody on every plane, the whole flight, they should just be going, oh my God! You're fucking, the Wright brothers would kick us all right in the cunt. I swear to God, if they knew. Those guys risked their lives. They went up in the first fucking airplane without knowing if it would work. They risked their lives. They pushed, they worked around the clock. It's crazy what they did. And they did something that no person could do before. And what if one of us could go back in time right now to Orville Wright and go, dude, I had to sit on the runway for 40 minutes last night. Oh shit, that's hard. It's not even bothered. Wilbert, shut it down. You have to wait a little while. That's what people say. It's delays. There's always delays. Really? Delays? It's too slow air travel. New York to California in 6 hours. That used to take 30 years to do that. And a bunch of you would die. just keep walking. And then one of them would fuck your wife and have 3 babies. And one of them would meet an Indian and just stay there. You'd be a whole different group of people by the time you got to California. Now you watch an Adam Sandler movie and you take a big shit and you're there. And we bitch about it, and then we complain about all the things on the plane that you have to do. Everybody second guesses all that shit that they've worked out. You know, it's just, I was landing on a plane once, and they asked us, they said, please put your seats up because we're landing. And the woman next to me goes, stupid. I would know her. She didn't ever say any other thing to me the whole flight. The first words out of her mouth, that's stupid. Really? Why is that stupid? We don't have to put our seats up. What is it? It doesn't matter. I was like, well, I think it's safety. I think it's a safety thing. She goes, no, because if we're in a crash, it's not going to matter that my seat was up a few inches. I'm like, yeah, but if we're on the ground doing 300 miles an hour and we go like this, the guy behind you could break his nose. You selfish cunt. Just put your fucking seat up. How hard is that? Just do your toes. They got it all worked out. They're not fucking with you. Just. We have no respect for the shit that goes into hauling our fat asses up into the sky safely. Like this dude Sully, this pilot who landed a fucking plane on the Hudson River. And I've been on that part of the Hudson River on a boat, and it was fucked up. I was like, shit, this is, and you're supposed to be in a boat on the fucking Hudson River. This guy landed a plane, and then he's a hero, and he's reunited with the passengers, and they all show him their ugly babies and say, look what you did. She would have been an orphan. You're my hero, and they're all crying. I promise you, 3 minutes before he made that landing, 3 minutes before, he was at LaGuardia Airport, taxiing around, making announcements. Good, this is the Captain Sully. And everybody in the back was going, oh, could he shut the fuck up? I'm on the phone. Do I have to listen to this shit? Sully, give me a fucking, drive the bus, fucking loser. Let's go. Who's a shit about Sully? And even once he did this amazing thing, most people didn't give him the credit. Most people in the world said this, it was a miracle. That's what I heard everywhere. I got in a fight with a guy in an airport in Texas, because I was in an airport when it happened. We're all looking at it. This guy goes, that's a miracle. That's God, you don't need any more proof than that? That is God's hand. I'm like, it's the fucking pilot! He trained his whole life for this moment, and he nailed it, and you're gonna fucking take that shit away from him? Didn't matter who was flying. Didn't matter. It was God gently guiding the plane like this. Just gently landed. No, God threw the fucking birds in the engines. That's what God did. Birds. How do you not give that to fucking God? He's. That's all we are. We just watch it. Shit, Sully's flying. Oh well. Come on, you can do that. People go through security. Look, I'm going to have to take off my shoes. I'm not a terrorist. Oh yeah, we only make terrorists do that. I'm sorry, sir. I saw this guy going through security who was in a wheelchair. If you're in a wheelchair, you have to go to secondary clearance because you can't go through a metal detector on your feet. So they give you higher scrutiny if you're handicapped or old. This guy was old. He was the oldest thing I've ever seen. He was old like crazy. He's being wheeled around, and was old like not just the old guy around a bunch of people. Everybody's like going, oh my God, like backing away. What the fuck? He was crazy. I can't even put a number on it. He was forever. I think he was forever. And he hadn't had a good forever either. He was fucking just little tiny Nosferatu hands and heavy hands. And he had that whole body. not making fun of his disease, okay? I'm illustrating. It's an important fucking detail. So he's there, just fucked. And, they push him through, and they take him over, and these three guys gang up on him and start checking him for weapons. Every feel in his lungs. And they lift him up, I swear to God. They go, "Can you stand, sir?" And he's like, and they pick him up. I'm not lying. Two huge guys holding his shoulders, and he's standing like, and they're checking him with the thing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, "Really, guys? Is that the dude right there, you think? He's the one, you think? You want to maybe let him go, let him enjoy the last 10 seconds of his life in the What is he gonna fucking do with the weapon? If he pulled it off, he deserves whatever he wanted. He could literally find a hand grenade in his shit and go, "Let him go on the plane, doesn't matter." And I know what they'd say, they'd go like, "Well, where do you draw the line?" He's the line. That guy's the line. He's the actual line. That's it. That's it. Very clear. But nobody ever wants to fucking do it. Does it always sound like we're just, you ever listen to people? You ever listen to how people sound anymore? I was in Starbucks the other day, I think. I don't know, you can only be in 6 places. I don't know which fucking place I was in. I'm just listening to fat white guys talk to each other. Two fat white guys with their drinks behind me. One of them's like, these two women are talking, one's like, So I'm listening to the two guys talk, and one of them used a word that made me angry. He used the word hilarious. It's one of those words that we use, we don't give a shit what it means anymore. We just go right for the top shelf with our words now. We go right for the fucking amazing. That's the only thing that describes anything now. Is it, dude, it was amazing. Really? You were amazed? By the chicken wings and everything that just said? It's amazing? What are you gonna do with the rest of your life now? What if something happens to you? What if Jesus comes down from heaven and makes love to you all night? Puts the new living God in your belly. Gives you the best ice cream anybody ever even heard of. What are you gonna call that? You give amazing to a fucking chicken wing. How are you gonna... You're limiting yourself. Genius, that's another one. You can be a genius now for anything. It used to be, you had to invent a number that went like between 3 and 4. Like you had to invent some fucking thing, a whole idea. Now it's like, hey, I got another cup in case we need another cup. Dude, you're a fucking genius. So this guy used hilarious, and I remember the context because I had my hate recorder running in the back of my head. Two guys are talking, one guy goes, "Dude, so here's what I saw today." He goes, "Ooh." Like I swear he said it like that. No fucking effort, just. Tighten your fucking lips. Make an effort, please. Ooh, that's how a person talks. This guy's just secreting words at the front of his head. This one goes, "I saw Lisa today." And he goes, "That's hilarious." What the fuck is that hilarious? That you saw Lisa? That's fucking it? Is Lisa a poodle on her hind legs? Was she standing next to Jerry Lewis when he was younger? How the fuck do you get to hilarious with that story? Do you know what hilarious means? You know how how funny, hilarious means so funny that you almost went insane. That's how funny hilarious is. So funny, it almost ruined your life. You're homeless now because you can't reason or cope effectively because that shit was so funny. 3 months later, you got shit and leaves in your hair and you're sleeping on the street. I don't know, there's Lisa cunt, but she ain't that funny. There's no way she's that funny on sight. Fuck her, seriously. Fuck Lisa. I hope she's dead. I really do. I hate her. I hope she died today. I hope she died in a terrible, weird way. I hope the person she loved most pushed her off a cliff. And she screamed the whole way down, never accepting it, just screaming and screaming. But then Superman swooped her up and then dropped her from higher. I seriously hope that happened. That stupid Lisa. With her one tit bigger than the other, and frizzy hair, and wrinkled skirts, and fucking big nose. Fucking Jew. It's funny about the word Jew is funny to me because it's the only word that's like the polite thing to call a group of people, and then it's the slur for the same group. It's like the same. Most groups have a good word and then the slur, but Jew, you just say what they are, but you put a little stank on it, and it just becomes really offensive. Because it's okay to say Jew, he's a Jew, but Jew, like that's all it takes. I wish the president would throw one into a speech that's just on the border, just to fuck with people. You know, we all got to get along in this country, blacks and whites, and Christians and Jews. And let's just... I can't call on it, but that was weird. Why hilarious? Why hilarious? This is what that story deserved. Here's what it should have said. I saw Lisa today. The other guy should have said, that happened. That's it. That's all I deserve. That happened. They just should have started making out and just blowing each other. I don't know why. I find these two fat white guys that just start blowing each other on the floor at the Starbucks. Not gay blowing, just weird, awkward, heterosexual. And they don't even get hard, they just stay soft and they just suck each other's soft penises. And they're both crying because they're embarrassed and confused. Now that would be hilarious. Then you have a story that you could say it was hilarious and nobody would accuse you of perverting. You know, people get, you know, when somebody sees somebody from their past and they run into them, they think that's such an amazing thing that they want to tell you. They always want to tell you, you know, when your friend wants to tell you about somebody they saw, you're like, dude, you're not going to fucking believe who I saw today. Yeah, I am. I'm totally going to believe it. I don't even want to know. I don't give a shit. No, dude, no. When you find out, oh my God. When I tell you you are going to shit in your father's mouth. When I tell you. I'm going to do... When you find out who I said, you are gonna kill, fuck, and eat 4 Mexican retarded kids. I'm serious. You're gonna rip out your asshole and throw it on the wall, and it's gonna stick, and then you're gonna jump through it into another dimension. I'm gonna tell you. That's funny. I've been adding that little piece there at the end over the last few shows. Because I have this image of the throwing the asshole and jumping through it. And it wasn't really getting laughs. And then I added it sticks. It's like, this is the kind of shit that I have to worry about as my job. I'm like, maybe they think the asshole just goes and falls. And then I should mention that it sticks there. wasn't getting laughs. I was like, no, this is fucking funny. I know it is. It's just not really seeing it the way I see it. Sticks to the wall. Testing spaghetti. That's her ass. That's a portal to another dimension. So, the rest of that bit wasn't funny anyway. I think I became cranky recently because I have children. That really made me cranky. And it's not because I'm tired or anything. It's because when you have kids, you don't see people the same way you used to. Because when you have kids, you don't get to be with people you like. You get to be with people you didn't choose to be with. I don't mean the kids. They're fucking kids. I mean the other fucking people. You have to spend time with. When they're babies, you know, it's just you and the baby and death. That's all it is. But when it's other people, you go to school and shit, and you hang out and you have play dates with people, and you look at the side of their head, and you're like, I never would have fucking ever hung out with you. I am really nice. You're awful. You're boring. I hate you. And the little faggot you brought over here to play with my guitar. I hate him too. I hate him. I wish I was his age so I could beat the shit out of him every day. I really would. He smells. Wash him before you bring him here. Smells. Stays too close. Can I have raisins? Yeah, you can have raisins. Just wait. It goes through. Just stay right there. Other kids that aren't mine, they make me feel weird. Like when some kid at school will hug me, and I'm like, you're not mine. I don't love you. You understand? I don't even have an instinct to protect you. I don't care if you're not. I understand. You really are like a little person. That's it. I actually do like the kids in my daughter's class. The kids are okay. I went on a trip with them to this museum in the Bronx, and I went and chaperoned. It was me and two very tired mothers and a teacher who was just fucking. She gets paid like $8 a life and to watch 20 kids. How fucked up is that? That we take somebody and go, just watch all of our kids. Like, that's all we talk about is the children in this country. We gotta really protect their like little eggs. They're perfect little beings, and we do it all for them. But the person who watches them all fucking just for fuck her, give her nothing. Just make her just fucking bitter and tired. They're not even well fed even, just a fucking, and she's sick all the time. She's got no money for anything. She's always wiping her nose and stuff. Fucking like a homemade cast on her arm. Just took a bus for hours to get there. And yeah, you take care of them. It's fine. And we're going up to the Bronx in this bus that's a gnarly, disgusting school bus. And the bus driver turns to me, I'm in the front seat, and he goes, do you know how to get to this place? What? He goes, I don't know how to get there. I'm like, how do you fucking not know? You're the bus driver. Like, I don't know, I work for the bus company. Like, I thought the bus was a part of the school. It's just a big taxi. They don't know shit. They don't care. So I go, just go to the Bronx. I'll figure it out. So we're going to the Bronx, and I'm on my phone. The kids are screaming. We're on the West Side Highway of Manhattan, and I call up, and I call this museum, and I go, hi, I'm in a school bus full of children. I'm on the West Side Highway, and I need to get to you. And she goes, you can't be on the West Side Highway with a school bus. That's highly illegal. Right? And I tell the mother next to me, she goes, yeah, this is fucked up. We're totally not supposed to do that. And I realized, I've never seen a bus anywhere near the fucking thing. It's a really thin highway, and it's fast and twisty. And I'm like, shit. And then we're headed for this underpass, and it's really low, and I'm like, are we gonna fucking hit the underpass? And we scraped the whole top of the bus. I'm not kidding. The whole bus went, and the driver went, oh shit! And then every other underpass, he goes like this. And we get to this fucking place, it's all outdoors, nobody brought water or sunblock. A lot of the kids died, it was really bad. I like kids, parents really bum me out. right, though, because most parents don't give a shit how they're raising their kids. They complain about their kids like they're products. That's what most parents do. They just have a kid and they go, "Hi, Dad." All he does is watch TV and play video games. I've heard so many parents say that. All he does is play video games. Who fucking bought the fucking... Did he go on a tricycle and lay down $400 at the Best Buy? Unplug it! Why the fuck is your kid watching video games? What idiot thinks that's fucking good for a kid? And television, if you think your kids should be watching television, first of all, watch what they watch. Make yourself do it for 5 minutes a week. Just sit as close as they do and just fucking watch that shit that they watch. It's crazy. It's not, I mean, you can't take it. It's like, it's crazy. If you think your kid should be watching TV, try this. Next time your kid's watching TV, just come up behind them with a remote when they don't know you're there and just turn it off without telling them. Just watch what happens. They turn on, they're like, yeah, you think that's a good sign? You think that's a sign that's good for them? And when they don't have it, they go, That's what every kid is that you see at McDonald's is a kid who's not watching TV. That's his whole existence. Is that he's not watching, because the threshold for fucking stimulation that you're giving them is unbeatable by anything else. You're going, blah, blah! And then they walk outside and they're like, I don't like anything! And we do the same thing with food. We give them shit that's scientifically created to make everything else taste like nothing. And we shove it, people force kids to eat it. In McDonald's, Mom, it's salty, it hurts. Shut up! Have some soda! We make them watch this shit, and then we give them sugar, MSG, and caffeine. And then weirdly, they react to all those chemicals and start yelling, ah! So we hit them. What fucking chance do these kids have? Pump them full of the shut up! Shut up, I said! Why are you like this? Because I haven't had actual nutrition in 8 years, Mom. I'm dehydrated. Give me water. Pepsi's not water, you cunt. Give me a glass of water. I'm dying. I have sores in my mouth all the time. Stop hitting me. You're huge. Oh, that's crazy that you hit me. I'm tiny and I love you. How could you hit me? That's so bizarre that it's okay to hit kids. In cultures where people are really about their kids, they fucking hit them. And they're proud of it. I hit my kids. Yeah, goddamn right I do. Ask these people, why do you hit your kids? Well, I'll tell you what, my kids said some shit. So I hit him and he stopped saying it. Wow, you're a genius. Why don't you just kill your kid? Like, really? That's just results fucking oriented? Like that? Ugh, okay, good. Or they say, my dad hit me. Well, how's that going? Let's just keep that fucking going. Because everything's okay. It's bizarre because you can't hit people otherwise. If you hit somebody, you have to prove that they were trying to kill you. That's the only time it's legal to hit somebody is if they were trying to kill you, or if their head is this big and they trust you implicitly. Apparently that's the other time that it's okay. Perfectly legal. Let me be clear though, if you have a kid and you hit your kid, I get it. I understand. I get it. I understand the moment that the kid gets hit. I do, I understand it. Because as a parent, here's the problem with being a parent, you can't quit. It's the only thing, it's the hardest thing to do, and you can't quit. It's the only job where you can't just put down your wrench and go, fuck it, I'm fucking I don't even want my check, fellas, I'm just fucking going home. And I've had moments as a dad where shit was really fucked up. Like I remember one time I was going home, I was trying to go home. I was in Manhattan. I went too far from home. When you have I have a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I'm alone with them. My wife and I, we split custody. So I'm with the kids 4 days a week, and it's always me and them. And sometimes if I take them too far from home, it's like an ankle bracelet. Just shit's, all systems start failing. Just piss, shit, crazy, crying. I gotta get them home. Okay, so I'm in Manhattan. I'm trying to get them home. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I can't get a cab. Because at 5 o'clock, the cabs disappear in Manhattan. They're just all in a big yellow room fucking each other anyway. So I don't know where I've got a stroller. The 3-year-old is not in the stroller. She's the one who I brought it for. The 7-year-old is in there. She's melted down. And she's just, it's embarrassing. She's huge in the stroller. And her feet are dragging. And I fucking shove it. And I'm holding the 3-year-old. He's punching me in the fucking face. Really hard. Just, like, oh, retinal damage right there. I can't find a cab. It starts raining. It starts raining on us. And they go, it's raining! I'm like, ah. And I'm literally in my head, I'm like, this is the end. This is something I can't do. I can't do this. I don't know how it's going to end, but I'm going to be in a police station with a blanket around me. Just not talking. And then I see a cab. I see the little light one on something, and I just start running and screaming. Just going, ah! Ah! I'm just trying to get his attention. I'm this close to just throwing the 3-year-old in my fucking Sophie's Choice is going to get one of these things home. And I'm almost to the cab, and then this young girl, about 19, beautiful, starts taking the cab, and I don't give a shit, beautiful, fuck you. Get your amazing tits that I want to come on away from my taxi. Right now. I'm trying to get the fuck home. And I run up, and I go, no, please, and she sees me. She sees the whole, I'm like a refugee from a burning city. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, you woke up at 11, motherfucker. I can see your face. I don't even remember how I got home. I don't remember how I got home. I got in a fight with my 3-year-old the other day. That's whose fault is that? I'm 41. I got in a fight with her the other morning because she got me up all night. She woke me up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and 5 a.m. with nothing. That's the worst part. If a kid wakes me up, Daddy, I had a bad dream. It's okay. But she wakes me up, Daddy, I'm like, what? She goes, oh, fuck you, you got nothing. So, all night she wakes me up, and the next morning, I'm useless. I'm trying to make breakfast, and I'm like, too much coffee to offset it. I keep having these things where I go like, and there's nothing there, nothing. Making French toast. I want French toast! That's what I'm making. I want syrup! Yeah, of course. Syrup. I cut it up! Alright, I'll cut it. I don't care. Cut it up. And then she's got everything she wants. And she's looking at the plate, just trying to think of some shit. And there's nothing logical. So she goes to some weird place, you know? But she just wants to want something. So she goes, I don't know which piece to eat. And I'm still not engaging. I'm like, yeah, well, make a list of pros and cons for every piece. I'll come over and help you with it in a minute, okay, honey? But she's walking towards me with the plate vertical and the fucking syrup. And those moments where you stand at the sink and she's doing that, I'm just like, and by the way, when that's happening, it ain't funny. It ain't funny at all. I'm not thinking like, hey, I'll tell that story. I'm just going, what the I just want God to shit in my mouth right now. And all the syrup, this trail, I'm like, okay, that's whatever. I gotta go into school. There's like no fucking time to get into school. And I take her and I start putting her sweater on, which is at night, and she won't put her hands through, and then the buttons don't exist. They're just tiny. I'm trying to button them with fat fingers. I literally, tears, I started crying. This was a few days ago, I was crying because I couldn't button her buttons. And that was finally because my hands were shaking, and they were too small. I was like, and she starts flailing, and she looks at me and says, "You're crying." I'm like, no. And so then I felt bad, so I gave her a cookie. I don't know how that got to that. She's seeing me cry, and this has all been my fault. How's she supposed to know what peas to eat? I should have helped her. And I go, here, you want a fig Newton? Have a fig Newton. She loves fig Newtons. Have a fig Newton, honey. She goes, they're not called fig Newtons. They're called pig Newtons. And I go, no, they're called fig Newtons. And first of all, why the fuck am I doing that? Why am I correcting her? What do I got to fuck? Who cares? Yeah, pig Newtons. Good luck to you, honey. Go ahead. Go ahead into life with that. Go see what kind of job you can hold down with shit like that. Why? But that's where it started. No. They're called fig Newtons. No, you don't know. You don't know. They're called pig Newtons. And I just feel this rage. My face is getting hot. Because it's not that she's wrong. She's 3. But it's the fucking arrogance. No self-doubt. No fucking humility. In her position in life. Looking at me. Now, you don't know. Really? I don't know? Really? Dude, guess what? I'm not even using my memory right now, okay? I'm reading the fucking box that this shit came out of, okay? You can't even fucking read. You don't even know what that is if you can't read. Where are you getting your information? You're 3. I'm 41. What are the fucking odds that you're right and I'm wrong? What are the sheer odds of that? Take a bite of the cookie anyway. Does it taste like a pork cookie, motherfucker? I don't think so. Why would they call it pig Newton? Oh, like figs? That's fucking interesting, that, isn't it? The other day I had to take a shit. And I had to do it with the door open. That's my life now. I've got 2 kids and I'm by myself with them. I can't shit with the door closed unless I'm going to gather them into the bathroom to watch Daddy take a dump. And I've done that. I have, but like, honey, I'm gonna poop. You're coming with me because you're too crazy right now. Just come in here and watch me poop. Shit's coming out of my body and there's logistics. It's just the way stuff happens sometimes. We had a dog, and the dog fucking committed suicide because I couldn't take care of the dog anymore. I put my kids to sleep and come out, and the dog's like, I gotta go outside and shit. And I'd be like, I can't leave the kids. I can't do it. The dog's like, I gotta shit. What are you talking about? And I'm like, shit on the floor, dude. It's a true story. And the dog's like, I haven't done that since I was a kid. Why would I do that? And I'm like, just do it. I can't go outdoors. I can't. The kids are... And the dog's walking around, no, you'll figure it out. And then she came, it was the saddest thing. I'm better than this. I don't want to. But anyway, the other day I have to shit, so I the door open, and I just gotten dressed to school. It's the worst in the morning. I'm like, I'm gonna make it, gotta shit, we're gonna be late. So I'm like, everybody just stay. shitting. Between the tables, where you going, please? And then the 3-year-old disappears, comes back naked. Like, that fucking work. Standing there naked. Unless she shows me her ass. That's something she gets next to me. You're not looking! Look! You're not looking! I'm shitting, looking at her ass. I'm looking at it and I saw something that I'll never forget. It was one of the weirdest things I ever saw. Let me just describe for you the way it looked to me, because I don't, here's what it was. Looking at her ass, little white ass, in the middle of it, in the center, a little black spot appears like magic. That's what it looked like to me, because I've never seen shit actually coming out of an ass before. I never saw that. I never saw that moment, the crowning. I never saw this shit emerge. All of a sudden. And if you ever do see that, it's fucking bananas, man. It's weird and upsetting. I went, ah! Honey, we can't both do it at the same time. And she just, boom, just dropped. This massive shit. I felt the impact tremor. It was huge. Pile of shit. Like many people's shit. Like a porta potty on the last day of the festival. Huge. I don't get it. She's 3. This kid shits like a bear. If you were in the woods and you saw shit like that, you'd be like, let's get the fuck out of here! Huge. As big as her whole body, easily. I expected her to just crumble like a balloon. She's standing there just straddling this huge shit. Presenting it. She slips, falls right in the shit. Cracks her head on the floor. You know that sound of your kid's head hitting the floor? Like, oh, fuck. Oh, boy, that's bad. Oh, she's done. That's it for her. She's finished. She's going to be running to the mailbox once a day. That's about it for her. Now she's laying her shit, screaming and crying and making an angel. That's my life. I want to get laid again. I aged quickly the last years. I looked in the mirror the other day, naked, full-length mirror. I'll never do that again. I have no reason to do it. There's no reason to do it. I'll live my whole life without doing that again. I thought I was in good shape. I'm not. I went to a doctor and he was, he gave me the whole 41-year-old, okay, your cholesterol is a little too high. It's fine. Your prostate's a little too big. What are you gonna do? And he goes, as far as your weight, you're only cosmetically overweight. I was like, what? You're not overweight medically, just cosmetically. Like, so you could have just fucking not said anything then. Why is it even coming up? Well, you're not, you're ugly, but it's not a problem. I just want to say it. But I didn't age evenly. That's the worst part. Like my dick and balls don't even match each other. Like my balls are they're older than me, definitely. I'm 41. My balls are like 72. They're just like they're like hair. They just look like they're just like they're being rescued by a helicopter. Trapped in the mountains somewhere together. And then my dick is like happy, shiny, fucking young looking. My penis is like a 20-year-old guy. Walking around with these two old dudes following him. Hey, man, let's go get some pussy. Some woman's gonna have to see this shit. It must be weird for women. And you don't know what kind of penis you're gonna end up with. You have no way to know. It's the last thing you see. That doesn't seem fair. You don't find out till it's too late, really. How hideous a dude's penis. You look at this all like fucking looking at it like a Dr. Seuss tree. I don't even know. Women are so nice, they just do, they don't go, dude, fuck you, that's weird. Oh shit, okay, what hole can I put this in that'll press release? I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna, I mean, women my age are usually not single, they're usually in a room alone, angry, or they have kids, one or the other. I meet young women and, they're surprisingly interested. Like, hey, hopefully I can do something later. Like, it's just they have more options in life, and then they have young boyfriends, but their boyfriends are fucked up. I think that's the reason why guys my age can be with young girls sometimes, because younger women, they have boyfriends who are like 20s, and these guys are fucking like, dude, tonight, fuck you! They're just... When you see a young couple on a date, the guy's always like, hey, is this a fuck date? Did I fuck later on you? Come on, and then she meets guys my age, and I'm like, hey man, I've been jerking off in the guest room for 20 years. I'm fine. I'm like the man of the Iron Mask. I'm just happy to be talking to a person. Young guys are afraid of women. They are. They're afraid of them. They're afraid of their feelings. They're afraid of their bodies even. Young guys, if you're on your period, a guy in his 20s will not fuck you. Won't even kiss you. I'll fuck the shit out of you. I don't care. What you want. Come on over. I'm a man. I'll drink the blood. Let's party.
Thank you very much, you guys. Serious? Because you got to go home at some point. All right. I know there's a lot of people going, fuck, I could. We stopped clapping. Why did you come back out? I think that's the longest show I ever did already. I think so. I never did an hour 45. Well, let me tell you about my other daughter. I have two. It's very different with a 7-year-old because my daughter that's 7, she's better than me. She is. She's a better person. And that's harder to raise a better person. When somebody's just a little fucking shitter, you just go, you don't fucking know, I know. You. But this kid, she comes out of her bedroom in the morning dressed nicely, and she's like, oh, good morning. And I'm like, oh, hi. Fat. You know, they were eating dinner, and I realized she's watching me, and she's like, I'm like, oh, sorry. It's disgusting. I'm like the fly I throw up on at first. You know? But I'm trying to figure out how to raise this kid because I just don't want to fuck up. Because she's smart, and like the other day she asked me these questions and I fucked up because I told her too many things. She goes, Daddy, does the earth go around the sun? And I go, yeah. And she goes, does it go in a circle? I was like, well, I think it's like an oval. I don't know. I mean, they're not going to make her drive it. What is it really, you know? She goes, is it doing it right now? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, really, this is awesome. She's really thinking. And she goes, will it do it forever? And I go, well, no, at some point the sun's gonna explode. She's 7. Do you understand how fucked up that is? You just don't say that. It's not okay to tell her that. She started crying immediately, just sobbing, like she was so upset. And this is how I try to say it. I go, oh honey, this isn't gonna happen until you and everybody you know has been dead for a very long time. She didn't know any of those things. And now she knows all of them. She's gonna die. And everyone she knows is gonna die. They're gonna be dead for a very long time. And then the sun's gonna explode. She learned all that in 14 seconds. She took it well. I was proud of her. She was like, ah. Well, I guess I'll go play. She had a bad year, that kid. She really did. Just a lot of bad luck. She got bitten by a pony. I'm serious. A pony bit her on the leg. It's a true story. How do you more break a little girl's heart than that she gets bitten by a pony? It's like being raped by Santa Claus. It's the most fucked up thing that ever happened. Because kids had just gone to sleep. We went to Italy, and we're in fucking Italy, and the kids go to sleep, and I'm in this weird country house in the middle of fucking nowhere. I don't know why I was there. And the kids are asleep, and they've gone to sleep, and it was a little just like dusk, and I go out in the yard, and there's fucking ponies. Just weird, wild ponies hanging around. Like 30 of them. And I go, wake her, not the little one, fuck her, it's not worth it. The big one, I go, you gotta get up. And I take her outside, and she's like, the wonder in her eyes. And we go up to a pony, and she's like, do you think it's okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's a pony. And she walks up, and the pony goes, yank! Fucking bites her. And she falls to her knees and starts crying. And I run back inside with her, and she was so upset. And she said, why did the pony bite me? I don't know. She said, do ponies bite a lot? And I'm like, totally, they're crazy. Then why did you let me go near them? I don't know, it's a nightmare. And then she goes, this is how great this kid is. She goes, I want to look it up. I want to read about ponies biting. She's already like processing it, like I want to know why this happened to me. And we had a computer, so I said, let's look it up. So we Googled it, we looked up pony bite. And thank God they fucking bite, because it would have been so depressing to read like, no pony has ever bitten any child. It would only take a very irritating child for that to possibly ever, it's like a sword from a stone. No kid has been that fucking ugly or dumb. And we went and looked at these websites for pony having fucking people, where they talk about ponies biting. And of course, it's like everything else on the internet, it's just people fighting, just angry at each other for something that happened 50 posts ago that nobody still knows about. It's unbelievable. I went to look up how to boil an egg the other day, because is it like 2 minutes or an hour? Like, I never remember. So I go on boilanegg.com, I swear to God, and there's one thread, how long do you boil an egg for? And there's just long paragraphs. You assholes at boilegg.org, stop coming here, and you don't know who I am or what I'm capable of. It's just crazy. So pony biting is very controversial, what to do when the ponies bite. People are fighting about it. One guy goes, you gotta punch the pony right in the face. Just punch it right in the face. The next guy says, how could you hit a pony? You're a terrible person, and you should have your ponies taken away from you. That's a new insult I've never heard. You should have your ponies taken away from you, buddy. The next guy, I swear to God, goes, people who don't punch their ponies in the face make me sick. Anyway, and then our dog died. That was the last thing that happened this year. Oh, we got divorced, whatever. But the dog died. the dog died, and she cried and everything, and the next day she said, I had a dream that the dog was happy. And I said, well, maybe she is somewhere and she's happy. She goes, no, she's not. She's dead. It was a dream. And I'm glad that she took death and owned it. Because I don't know what the fuck to say to her about that. I don't have any religion. If I did, it's the easy way out. I told her, God, see you later. You'll find out, whatever. But I can't because I don't believe in it. I can't pretend that I believe in God. How fucked up would that be? Like God is like Santa Claus. Sure, honey, there's God who loves you. I don't know. I don't know if there's a God, but I know there's not a heaven, because there can't be a heaven. Here's why. Because who the fuck is up there? Because you have to be perfect. You can't have heaven and some people are great and other people, because you can't have people in heaven who get up there and they're like, I can't fucking believe it. I fucking totally thought it was. I saw this story that convinced me there wasn't a heaven. And I swear to God, I'll let you go home after this. There is a guy, like 99 years old, lived a long, hard life. One of these things where, he was in the camps and then he came over here, all this, and bad things happened to him here. 3 bankruptcies, all sorts of horse shit. And now he lives alone, and he's nice to his neighbors, brings them fucking flowers and shit. And then some punk rock dude, I saw this on TV, he broke into his house, hit him in the head with a hammer, like 40 times. One of those numbers where you're like, were you just standing there all fucking day? Took his, carton of cigarettes and ran off. They catch the kid, he goes to jail, he's on death row, and they interview him on this show, and they go, are you afraid to die? And he goes, no, because I found Jesus, so I'm going straight to heaven. I'm like, no you're not. There's no way that can work like that. Because what if he did go to heaven? Because the old guy's probably up there. He was a nice guy, never bothered anybody. He's in heaven now, he's like, that was a fucking tough life, man. Fucking Nazis and all that shit. The guy hit me in the head with a hammer, that was a drag. At least I'm in heaven. And it's... What the fuck is he doing here? He's never me, I think that's all my fucking jokes, dude. That's all I got. Thank you very much for the whole show. Good night.